Welcome, mon ami, to a magical Paris Christmas house tour. Tonight, you're invited into a small Paris apartment that feels like a fairy tale under the glow of warm lights. Imagine soft candlelight, flickering lamps, and delicate shadows dancing across the herringbone parquet. If you love elegant home decor and festive inspiration, please subscribe, hit like, and leave a comment sharing your favorite Christmas memory. Join me as we weave timeless French style with designer touches and cozy holiday enchantment. In a Parisian apartment, elegance doesn't need grandeur, it thrives even in tight quarters. Designers like Marianne Evenou focus on space-saving furniture, thoughtful layouts, and a restrained palette to maximize charm without clutter. Here, we embrace clean lines, soft neutrals like ivory or light gray, and touches of gold or brass to evoke that classic Paris sophistication. The result feels inherently refined, yet deeply warm, like a chic boutique tucked into the city of light. One of the most brilliant designer tips is to go vertical. In a small Paris apartment, horizontal space is precious, but walls are your playground. Use adhesive hooks, delicate fairy lights, or mini wreaths on walls and windows. You might string garlands up shelving or create a cascading cascade of ornaments from a narrow ledge. This elevates your holiday spirit, literally, and turns every wall into a festive display. The apartment feels layered, intimate, and full of storytelling without ever feeling crowded. Forget oversized pines. In this cozy Paris flat, a small but sculptural tree becomes the star. Think a slim fir or a potted spruce tucked into a corner or beside a window. Decorate it sparingly, some glass baubles, a few gilded ornaments, and a strand of warm white lights. Designers often choose neutral palettes, whites, blush, gold, to maintain that elegant, understated Parisian look. It's not about filling every branch, but highlighting the delicate shape and natural texture. Parisian decorating thrives on small, intentional groupings, not chaos. Rather than blanketing surfaces with decor, create thoughtful vignettes, a gilt tray with a few velvet-wrapped gifts, a mirror framed by a garland, or a stack of vintage books topped with a handcrafted snow globe. These small groupings feel deeply personal, full of story, and mindful. Each one becomes a little pause, a quiet moment for the eye and heart to rest. Lighting in a Paris Christmas flat should feel intimate and romantic. Replace harsh overheads with scented candles, lanterns, and soft fairy lights. Let the corners glow rather than glare. Place a cluster of candles on a side table, string lights around a window, or layer a small chandelier in a corner for just a whisper of glamour. This kind of lighting makes the apartment feel cozy, poetic, and brimming with the gentle magic of Christmas in Paris. For this Paris Noel, soft, muted colors reign. Think creamy ivory walls, pale linen fabrics, touches of dusty pink or sage green, and punches of metallics like brass or antique gold. The palette feels timeless and quiet, but the metallics bring that glint of Paris glamour. Throughout the apartment, every piece feels deliberate. Nothing is too loud, yet nothing is bland. The mood is refined, gentle, and deeply warm. To add luxury and warmth, layer your space with beautiful textiles. A velvet throw draped across a sofa, linen napkins folded on a holiday table, and plush cushions in soft neutrals all enhance comfort. These fabrics bring texture and elegance without overwhelming the small space. They invite touch, the smoothness of velvet, the breathability of linen, and create a feeling that every surface is tenderly considered. It's a Parisian touch that whispers sophistication. Mirrors are a classic Parisian trick to make small rooms feel bigger, and during Christmas, they amplify the glow of lights and candles. Place a gilded or vintage mirror above a console or mantel. Combine that with the apartment's architectural details, perhaps ornate moldings, parquet flooring, or decorative trim, to create a sense of history and dimension. Light reflects, shadows dance, and corners feel more open. It's refined and practical, a timeless designer tip. A Parisian Christmas isn't complete without cherished treasures. Think vintage candle holders collected from brocantes, heirloom ornaments stored in beautiful boxes, or delicate porcelain figurines from a flea market. Designers encourage mixing these time-worn pieces with new ones. This interplay of old and new creates depth, personality, and sentimentality. As you move through your apartment, each object whispers a memory or a story, making the holiday feel deeply personal. In a small Paris flat, the dining table becomes a stage for elegance. Set it with linen placemats, fine china, or vintage-inspired plates, simple glassware, and brass candlesticks. A low garland, perhaps eucalyptus with frosted pine cones, runs along the center. Sprinkle a few hand-painted baubles or dried fruit slices for a delicate accent. This tablescape feels refined and intentional, perfect for an intimate Noel dinner. The atmosphere, soft light, gentle conversation, and the beauty of small, meaningful details. Scent is a powerful design tool, especially in a small apartment. Use candles or diffusers with fragrances like pine, cinnamon, or fig to evoke the Paris winter spirit. Alternatively, simmer a small pot of water with orange peel, cloves, and evergreen sprigs before guests arrive. The warmth of scent fills the space, and it becomes part of the decor itself. Designers often say the invisible touches, fragrance, soft sounds, are what make a holiday space feel truly alive. When space is tight, design must be clever. Parisian designers like Marianne Evenou often use furniture that doubles as storage, ottomans that open, sofas with drawers, and folding tables. Holiday decor should do double duty too. Use pretty boxes for ornaments or stack vintage trunks as coffee tables. These solutions allow you to decorate beautifully but also to pack things away when day-to-day life resumes. Every piece has purpose and elegance. A Paris window or balcony is more than a view, it's part of the decor. Hang soft string lights around the window frame, place a small wreath or candle inside, and maybe a cluster of lanterns on the balcony ledge, if you have one. Designers recommend over-door or over-window hooks for lightweight garlands and wreaths. From inside, you see soft glowing silhouettes against the Paris skyline, a scene that feels like a postcard come to life. In a Paris-style Christmas, gifts are part of the design. Wrap them in natural craft paper or linen fabric, tie them with twine or velvet ribbon, and top with a sprig of evergreen or dried orange. Place them in a small wicker basket or elegantly stack them on a console table. These wrapped packages feel like decorative accents, subtle, classy, and beautifully aligned with your overall aesthetic. They become part of the story rather than just an afterthought. Paris is known for its flea markets, and their gold mines for holiday decor. Hunt for vintage candles, ceramic bowls, brass candlesticks, or even delicate snow globes. Use these treasures to create small vignettes on shelves or tables. Their patina and history lend authenticity to your Christmas decor, making every corner feel curated rather than staged. It's a designer's secret. Each piece adds charm, character, and soul. A timeless Paris Christmas doesn't just look beautiful, it's mindful too. Use fresh or dried greenery, repurpose decorations, and items you can reuse year after year. For example, create a garland from eucalyptus branches, or hang pine cones in a rustic basket. Small recycled glass baubles, wooden ornaments, or handmade felt pieces make your celebrations more eco-conscious. This approach keeps the holiday elegant, meaningful, and gentle on the planet. As we end this Paris Christmas house tour, I hope you feel inspired to bring a little of that timeless, elegant Parisian Noel into your own home. From curated vignettes to soft candlelight, From flea market treasures to thoughtful storage, these 15 designer tips help you craft a festive season that is both refined and deeply personal. Thank you for sharing this journey with me. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment your favorite tip or holiday tradition. May your Christmas be chic, cozy, and full of Parisian charm. Joyeux Noël!